What is property management? Property management is to, as the words convey, take real property and manage it, to do the things that are necessary to keep it up, to move it along, to provide value, to provide income, whatever that may be. This is most likely used when you own a property that has some sort of structure on it. Whether this be a single family, manufactured mobile, a multi-unit, duplex, apartment building, whatever that may be, right? And what you're doing is you're bringing in people, we'll talk about a leasehold coming in the future. They will come and they will have leases and they will rent from you for whatever terms you decide, right? So going out and getting renters is part of property management. Specifying what's in the leasehold agreement, that is property management. It is also arranging for repairs, however that is done, right? However that happens. Taking care of that, taking care of the property itself. So those are really the basics of the property management. There are really two different categories. One is where you own the real property and you manage it yourself, right? You do all that. You advertise the property, you get the rental agreements, the leasehold agreements, you're doing all that work. If something needs to be repaired, you're doing it yourself or arranging for it to happen. And of course, because you're the owner, you're paying for it, right? And all those things that go along with your real property, again, with a structure on it, whatever that may be. Single family house, townhome, all the things that we talked about and types of property, pretty much, I think, except for basic land. I suppose you could have people use the land. I don't know if property management comes into that play. That's really just you as the owner, then renting out that space with no structure on it. Or you can hire someone else to do that for you. If you don't have time, you don't want to be bothered with it, all those kind of things, especially going out and getting renters, advertising, showing people the property, all the rest of that, then you would hire somebody else to do that. They could charge you on a monthly basis, whatever that may be. That's going to be an agreement between you and whoever does your property management, right? That could be for a single house, duplex, multi-unit, 4 units, 16, whatever the case may be, right? At least in South Carolina, because I know about South Carolina, other states may also be the same way. You cannot do property management for someone else without a license. South Carolina Real Estate Commission governs that. That's from LLR. That's a South Carolina government agency. I think it's like Labor License and Regulation, whatever it stands for, LLR. In order to do property management, you have to have a license. Property manager in charge is someone who looks over all that and does that, and then you could have one or more people who work with you, for you, however you want to look at that, as property managers. You must have a license to do that for someone else. If you are an owner of the property, you do not have to have a license in order to do property management because you are the owner, right? So if you have a 4-unit, you are the owner, you have ownership stake, then you can do all the property management stuff for your spouse, right? It's especially helpful if you occupy. If it's owner occupied, you have a 4-unit and you live in one of those and then you manage that property, you do not need a license in South Carolina for that. I would check the laws of your state, your real estate board or commission or whatever it is, if there even is one. I I'm not sure if all 50 states and DC all have one. They might have different names. They might not even be called a real estate board or a real estate commission, like in South Carolina, which has a real estate commission. Right? So there you have it, the very basics of property management.